Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. My name's Tracy and this is part 3 of my UK cheap store yarn reviews, and are they any good? So today is Wilko, and you may see my yarn haul that I recently got from Wilko, but I'm going to go into a bit more depth, show some of the older yarns that I've got as well that they still sell, and do a kind of a more complete yarn review and whether they're worth the money. So Wilko is a store in the UK, used to be called Wilkinson's, but now all of their logos are Wilko. They do yarn and they don't have a massive section, but they do have a good selection really, a little bit of something for everyone. So before we go on, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and you'll be informed when the new videos come up. There's lots of yarn reviews and yarn hauls, there's tutorials left and right hand, there's blogs and live streams, a bit of everything, even some recipes on there somewhere. So that being said, let's get stuck in. So previously their yarn was called Lauren, and I believe that they called it Lauren because it's like Karen, and I think their cakes are very, very similar to Karen cakes, although I have to say I've had some rougher Karen cakes than these, but these are nice and soft. I wouldn't say it's baby soft, but you wouldn't mind this next to your skin at all. It's soft. They come in a 100-gram cake, 80% acrylic, 20% wool, 190 meters, and they still make this one now. It's just called something different, but they still have exactly the same yarn. They just come with colours and batch codes, so no name. And they have their washing instructions. I would never ever do them on anything but a cool wash anyway. So the colours come in this colourway. I do have the other blue one that comes with different colour blues, like all different colour blues, but I don't know where that is. It's in one of my yarn boxes somewhere, but they do it in this grey and beige and kind of a tan colourway, and they do it in all different colour blues, and they also do it in this, excuse me, I am probably allergic to fibres, somebody mentioned it to me, you're probably right. They do it in this lovely deep purple, but it doesn't have a name. So it's very nice, it's all lovely, and I would not hesitate to use that, so that's pretty good. Now it also used to come like this in a skein which is very similar to the way Karen wind their yarn, which I believe that this is kind of their version of Karen yarn. So this is how it used to come. Now they still make this, and they've now packaged it in this Amelia range, but if you look at the side, does that not look like Karen to you? It does, doesn't it? It's called Canon, but it looks just so much like Karen. So they've still got that, we're very much the same as Karen in a way. So this is how they sell it now, but let me just tell you the difference. Now this didn't have a colour name the way that they made it before, so the newer skeins of these maybe now have a colour name. I don't know because I've only got the older ones, but it's 80% acrylic and 20% polyamide. 100 grams gives you 190 meters approximately, yet on the new skeins, how this happens I don't know, because it's identical in every way. 80% acrylic, 20% polyamide, 100 grams gives you 190 meters, 100 grams gives you 200 meters, and yet it hasn't changed in the slightest. The colors are the same, the texture's the same, the grade and everything is the same. So how that works out is just beyond me, but it's identical. So we put the Lauren over here because that's how it used to be packaged, but it's now packaged like this, still in the kind of vein that Karen usually package, but this is called multi-red because it also comes in this colorway, which is called purple multi, red multi and purple multi. This one's wound a little tighter, that's all. But that's how it comes these days, and it's lovely. It really is nice. I have used this. I used both of these for a mile a minute for the long strips, which were then edged in a solid colour, and it works up lovely. And this one, Charlotte, which is Gary's daughter, Charlotte chose this colourway for me to make her a neck warmer. When she and Gemma worked together, I made them both a neck warmer. I do have the tutorial on my channel, and I will put a link to it at the end. But it's kind of a tight neck warmer so that you can pull it up, which would be perfect this winter when you have to wear a face covering when going out to shops, because you just pull it up. So it's like having a polar neck that you can just pull up. So it's a neck warmer. I think I made it on my tutorial in ice yarn, but I also Charlotte wanted this one. This was thicker than the ice yarn. The ice yarn was a 3 weight. Now this is a lot thicker, and so are these. They don't designate what they are, but I wouldn't say they're a 4. If they are, they're a very thin 4. They're not the chunkiest. There's the strand. I would not say it is the chunkiest 4 weight that I've ever come across. In fact, I've had 3 weights that have been this thick, because you know it always amazes me that you can get a 3 weight which is really ultra fine and almost looks like a 2, and you can get it where it almost looks like a 4, and these almost look like a 4. So I would treat these, if I was doing these, I would treat them as a 4, unless I used the same kind of thickness yarns, but they don't put it on there. You know, you get like a little symbol that tells you what weight that is, but it's not there. So, and they don't say. All they say is that this is their ombre range, and it was called ombre yarn before. When it was Lauren, it was ombre yarn. So this is how it's packaged now, but it is ultra soft, nice to work with. And this yarn and the cakes, these are all £2 per skein, which isn't bad value at all for this quality of yarn, for this quality of cake. The equivalent Karen cake that is identical in feel and style will set us back over here around £8 to £10, but obviously it's imported. This still imported from Turkey, but it's a lot of difference in the price, isn't it? So yeah, well worth the money. And these are £2, and I would say absolutely well worth the money, definitely. So that is the ombre and the cakes. Now they do also have quite a lot of other yarn that I haven't purchased. They have big balls of Aran yarn, which is a 4 weight, but they are, when I look at big balls like that, I always think of it as those people who make cable knit cardigans and pullovers. It's the yarn that my mother always used to make Aran jumpers, Aran sweaters and cardigans with. So they tend to be burgundy, they tend to be cream or blue, you know, but mostly usually dark colours apart from cream. So they had plenty of that. They also had 100-gram kind of balls or skeins, whatever you want to call it, of grey, which, you know, whenever I see that, it's definitely school uniform grey. They have navy, grey, that sort of thing, which most schools used to have as their colours to make a school sweater. So I didn't buy that, I have no need for it, but I was quite taken and did buy copious amounts of their new baby yarn. They have previously done baby yarn, didn't bother with it, wasn't the greatest, but this caught my eye and caught my attention, and it was mostly these two at first that caught my attention because they are lovely colours. It's a lovely blue and it is an absolutely lovely baby pink. Now they are called baby blue and baby pink, and this has now, as you can see, still bearing the Karen name. so soft, absolutely lovely and soft. So this is 100% acrylic. 100 grams gives you 330 meters, and again it's exactly the same washing instructions as before, and it's beautiful. I was very careful to get all the same batch numbers, and I got 6 skeins of the pink, I got 6 skeins of this baby blue, and I also got 6 skeins of this cream, which is actually called cream, so you know it is cream. And I only got 3 of the white. I should have got more, because when I worked out how much this cost, it's actually cheaper than Poundland, and Poundland is usually the cheapest yarn because you get 3 for 2, so you get 3 50-gram balls for £2. So that works out 150 grams for £2, cheaper than most, because normally a ball like this will set you back at the least £2. However, this really lovely baby yarn with its beautiful vibrant colours is £1, just £1 per skein. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe my eyes. And the baby yarn they used to have didn't really interest me. I didn't see how much it was. It was bland colours, washed out. So that's the thing with Poundland. Poundland pink, bit washed out. Poundland blue, bit washed out. So I don't tend to buy them. I may buy the turquoise and other colours like peach, which are nice, but I never really am enthralled by their baby pink and baby blue colours. And if you can hear the DIY going on, I do apologise, but Gary is getting the craft room ready, so yay. I can't wait for that. But these are just amazing. I actually can't believe that you can get 100-gram skein of this quality. It's lovely, it's even grade, it's even colour, there's not masses of joins, it's beautifully packaged, and it's DK weight, so it's a 3 weight. But seriously, £1? I'm astounded, really. This is the cheapest yarn that I've ever picked up, honestly, and it feels absolutely lovely. And it smells like all the other yarn out there in the world, you know. I can't believe that they can do this for £1. And I'm sorry, I probably covered the microphone then in my excitement at £1. Really. I'm going to definitely use this and see how it works up. But it is just £1. It's like ridiculous. Oh, now we're going to be drilling. So it's a good job I'm kind of coming to an end of my review. I can't get my head around the fact that it's £1. It's just so good value, and they all have the same washing instructions, the same row of symbols, which I know somebody kindly sent me the symbols, and I should have brushed up on what these all were, but I never really, if I've got anything baby or anything I've made, I pop it in a yarn bag and I wash it very low, so I never have any problems anyway. But I can't wait to use some of this stuff. It's absolutely amazing. So I think Wilko have really come into their own this year. This has been around a while under the old packaging, but it is exactly the same. Obviously I've got a different colour in my hand. They had this in that packaging as well. So this has obviously been around for some time, but been rebranded, and somehow managed to get even more in there than with the same weight, which is a bit bizarre. This is still there as well. These cakes, I wish I could find the blue because it is pretty. I would have liked to have shown you, but I did have some of it because obviously previously I had been making things for grandsons. But this is absolutely lovely stuff. I have used it and I can vouch for it. So yeah, I hope that those of you in the UK have yarn in your Wilko, because it's well worth it, and cheaper, can't believe it, cheaper than Poundland. Never thought I'd see that with a decent yarn. I mean, obviously you do see it with yarn that you might not want to use, but I'm definitely going to get stuck into using some of that. So thank you so much for watching, and watch out for part 4 coming your way very soon. I did quite a lot of yarn buying. I did get some of the new Poundland, so I'll show you that and review it. I will got quite a lot of Poundland yarn to review. And where else did I go? I went to Wilko, Poundland, B&M and Pound Stretcher, I guess, but I've done those. So thanks for watching, as I said, and take care, stay safe everyone, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.